It's John and Ashley here in Bella Roma, and happy Ottobrata to you. This is the time of year that they say Rome has its second summer, so we are really enjoying every minute of this beautiful weather. And we've had such an amazing year. In fact, we just said goodbye to a wonderful, beautiful pilgrim group. They came from Denver, Colorado, and they were with us for 8 days. We curated a special immersion for the parishioners of St. Vincent de Paul Parish there in Denver, under the leadership of Father John Hilton, who selected 19 pilgrims who he saw as future leaders and evangelists in his church. And then we created a special TBP immersion to really raise them as leaders and evangelists, and it was just amazing. And we're also looking ahead. We're excited for 2025 to walk the Camino. Mark your calendars for May 7 to 17, and we're going to be on the Camino in TBP style, which means that we'll be doing special meditations and prayers. We'll be doing scripture readings and exegesis along the way. It's really going to be an amazing experience, and we'd love for you to join us. Go to our website to find the information to register.
When speaking of amazing experiences, we are at the most amazing time of the liturgy, because now we're on the home stretch, almost getting to the end of the liturgical year. And at this point, from the readings, we are focusing on hope and consolation. So imagine what it was like for the Israelites who were exiled, dispersed in a foreign culture among a foreign group of people. They couldn't practice their traditions, culture, or their faith. And God is telling them through the prophet Jeremiah in chapter 31 that He will restore them, He will bring them back, He will nurture them, He will love them. And He is going to bring them back with the spirit of consolation to springs of beautiful running waters. The psalmist echoes that too. And in the second reading from Hebrews chapter 5, it talks about being priests chosen from among men to be mediators between God and man and offer sacrifices in order to mediate on behalf of the people. And in this case, Christ is the perfect mediator, and instead of offering just any sacrifice, offered the sacrifice of Himself. But the most beautiful part is where it says that He didn't take that on Himself, but He was called. And it says, "This day I have begotten you as my son." And so it's the idea that we can each personalize that by taking that to heart. God telling each one, "This day I have begotten you." And then in the Gospel from Mark chapter 10, the blind man Bartimaeus, who ironically is the blind man who sees and recognizes Christ as the Messiah, where those with sight do not. But the most touching part that we can personalize and internalize is when the people are trying to keep him away from Jesus, nothing's going to stop him. And when he comes to Jesus, Jesus asks Bartimaeus, "What can I do for you?" And this is what we are each being told to echo. Jesus asking each one of us, "What can I do for you?" And hopefully what we truly desire is to have our eyes of sight, but most importantly the eyes of faith, the eyes of our heart open, so that we can always see and recognize Christ as the light, our hope, our truth, our beauty, and His glory.
We're sending many blessings from here in beautiful Rome and St. Peter's Square.